They have gone to the world of frozen gnomes. They've gone to the world of Immensa. Immensa is one of the Imperial worlds, but the Imperium has only got like this tiny footprint through the Songgate on the Imperial world. It is a world full of thunderbeasts and dinosaurs, and also deep within this world, not too far away from the town, is the lair of maybe one or more kaiju. Now, the reason why they're there is that Azildan was gifted this compass that allows him to detect these weird fragments of a thing. They don't know what it is. This thing of law. And their adventures have brought them to this planet where Azildan has sensed that towards the mountain, perhaps where the lair of the kaiju are, is another fragment, the next fragment in this thing. And they're now realizing that this kaiju named King Mogaru is acting erratically, destroying swaths of land in basic shapes.
Donovan is specifically concerned that if we kill Mogaru, then...
And there's the mountain where Mogaru is supposedly lives, and they're overlooking a Serengeti or a savanna that separates the terrain that separates them in this mountain range.
The frost serpents that live on the moon might take over the place in some fashion or another.
And
Azildan wants to lure the monster to go destroy a city of Imperium, who have no method of harming it.
And
I guess we're not in Saintsboro. Let me change that.
And we're trying to get the artifact of law out of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I don't see how.
You mean, and why would we kill a bunch of innocent people?
Oh no, they would be a distraction. We wouldn't kill them. We need them alive.
That's not a very good plan.
Oh, I think it's an excellent plan.
That's assuming that guns can harm it.
I don't think gun can harm.
Why would you think guns can't harm it? They harm everything else.
Because
Possibly mine.
its skin would be harsh like Altagar's, where it's really like Donovan takes a knife and throws it at Altagar.
Altagar deflects it. Hey, accidents happen.
No, you can't. I could not
You'd have
cut you
to-
with this. I tried for.
You'd have to punch in the same spot. You have to hit in the same spot. That's what you gotta do with a gun.
Fine, he says the chieftain. I have conversed with the wise ones, and they do not agree that we should simply give you the paste, this musk that would summon King Mogaru. Not without trade.
What sort of things does your tribe trade in?
Would you like some rain?
Since none of us are brave enough to go with you to go see Mogaru, unless some of my wars, let me think on this. You may stay here the evening.
Again, I'm asking you if you want some rain.
Staying evening.
I know that we have asked for rain before, and we have made it rain, but only in small area. If you made it rain here, then many animals would come running.
I wouldn't make it rain here. I'd make it rain where you'd like.
Predators
Where
would
we
come
provide-
running as well.
So if you want a specific location, I could make it rain. There, it'll rain for a few days.
We want it to rain everywhere.
All right. The other offer I can give to you is if you have any of your injured warriors or anybody who's injured in general, perhaps lost a limb, you can help them with that.
Lammy, they got priests. We're not special here.
You're offering regenerate. The
Yeah.
village of 300 people.
It's a little bit special.
For people who deal with dinosaurs.
We do have some warriors. They do not live here anymore. They live in Monda. where it is safe. There are at least half a dozen there that have lost arms and legs to the great beasts that stalk this world. You will restore limbs to them.
Sure. You're friendly, you're kind. I'll be friendly and kind to you as well.
We did not plan a trip back across the plateau. It has grown very dangerous. Plus, we are tending to many of the creatures that are not allowed in the town. The Imperials do not like beasts with teeth, he says with a big grin.
Give me their names, and I'll do a sending for them. I'm doing this through another tongues. I'll be able to tell them to go to a specific spot where one of you will come with me, and we will pick them up and bring them here very quickly. Right?
Just give them their limbs. Some of them are old, have grown old with such afflictions. Others would like to come back, but
All right.
you restore those 6 men their limbs.
Sure.
Lost as
Just,
sacrifices to the great beasts.
Give me something to prove that I'm a friend. They need to trust me.
How is it that you traveled here? Did you come on foot?
Oh, we walked on the winds.
Huh. Why don't you just bring them back with you? We'll wait here.
Yes, that seems the most appropriate.
That's what I was suggesting, if you like.
Go get them. I can come with you to help translate if required.
No, I spell less. I just need them to be in one spot. Are they usually hanging out
Don't worry,
together?
if you want to bring some... I can get you as many people to come with you as you'd like, Lemmy.
They kind of realize at this point that maybe you guys can understand them, and they switch to giant.
Okay.
Yeah, all the guys are all confused now. Why didn't they start this in the first place? It's the perfect idea.
Yeah, he's actually saying to them in giant, they're going to take... The little sprite is going to take me back to the sprite village so that he can ask the nature spirits to restore their limbs and legs. If I see this with my own eyes, and all 6 are restored, would we be willing to give them the paste? And there's one of them that says, sure. There's one of them that says, it could be a trick to kill you. The other one's uncertain on whether or not the offerings already given to the gods, that the gods might be angry by taking them back.
We take away the limbs.
If he is as powerful as this, then perhaps we should let them sacrifice themselves to King Mogaru. He cannot be killed. Maybe this powerful sacrifice can bring back the rains. And if not, well, what other use do we have for the paste? Mogaru is sick. We do not want him. We do not understand how he behaves now. The elders seem to agree. Give me a diplomacy check, Lemmy, as you...
You can do it.
Give up now. Do I get a bonus?
From?
Offering...
For a trade? No.
Oh, damn it, son. 41.
Okay, they reluctantly agree. But they're going to give the paste when he comes back. They're not going to send him with the paste now.
Sure. Alright, well... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, four greater teleports later.
Okay, at this point, your gathering is interrupted as many of the warriors are excited that somebody is returning to village.
Oh,
and some of them are saying Little Tooth.
Oh, who wants to see Little Tooth? Uker's excited too.
This adventure apparently is really tickling Uker's fancy.
Oh,
That's
there's
awesome.
big monsters and everything everywhere. Everything's huge.
Alright, so returning to the village is Little
Yeah,
Tooth.
coconuts.
Oh, Lemmy does cast Endure Elements on everybody. Sorry, forgot. Ding, 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 ding.
Little Tooth looks like, what is his name? O'Toole from, or O'Doul? What's his name from Lawrence of Arabia?
Lawrence.
I thought it
Peter
was
O'Toole.
Peter
Peter
O'Toole.
O'Toole.
Yeah, okay. He looks like Peter O'Toole, yet he has a little bit of the Mackay tattooing along one side of his face. And he is riding an armored Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yes!
Take good care.
Yes!
Take good care of Kilroy the King for me. As he slides off of his saddle with great dexterity and brushes off a little bit of his a little bit of the dust that's on him, and you notice a bunch of the warriors going up and kind of jostling him. Oh yes, righty so. Good to be back, gentlemen. Visitors, I see. Fascinating. Why don't we go and say hello, shall we, chaps? You're pretty sure this guy will say schedule.
We'll say, do you speak giant?
So you guys kind of go running down with the warriors, or you're all getting up, sort of thing?
Uker's right now. Uker's over there
Okay.
pointing.
Well, aren't you a large chap, he says. Yeah, he's speaking in Imperial Common.
Is this guy an
Uker shakes
Imperial?
up.
Yeah,
Giant.
he looks Imperial in race, yes.
He's done going native.
He might have gone native, yes. You notice that Kilroy the King kind of gives him a sniff and nudges him a little bit. That's all right, Kilroy. Go and eat at the trough.
How large is the T-Rex?
Huge, I believe.
Gargantuan. T-Rexes are, I think, are gargantuan.
He might have.
He's huge.
He might have a huge one.
Ah, yes. Okay, got it.
Also, I don't think a normal medium creature can ride a gargantuan.
Yeah, this one is huge. It's a runty-looking Tyrannosaurus. Fit with a medium-sized saddle, and he's got this massive lance that is on the side of it.
Do you speak giant or dragon or orc? Or Uker's just going through languages.
Yes, I speak ancient. He says about giant. Their bones are littering all over the place. What little survives of their culture is, well, their language. He says, "Pleasure to meet you, sir. And what did you say your name was, good chap?"
Uker, not such.
I'm Lance de Grey. They call me Little Tooth around here. On account of the first thunderbeast that I slew was very, very wee. He says as he kind of like he walks by Uker. Kind of like putting some of his riding, like he'd handed off a bunch of his riding stuff and like his gloves. He just kind of put his gloves over top of Uker's arm and kept on walking. Don't mind me, I'm a bit parched. Hello, gentlemen. Hello.
What language is he speaking?
Trade common, but he did speak giant for a little bit with Uker. He then switches to Mackay and he actually bows to May the goddess open her belly and make it rain. May it be so, says Tech, and he goes over and clasps Tech. What have you seen, my friend? I've seen many wondrous sights. Even though spring is come and past, there are births aplenty amongst the herds. Kilroy and ourselves saw many of them. Unfortunately, the herds don't have their normal defensive places to bear their young, and many creatures are preying upon them. Ah, such is the way of life and death. Yes, but there's something different this time. Greater urgency. Oh, and out in the plains themselves, there are others, I see. Perhaps we'll speak of this later. Ah, yes.
Uker's over looking at Kilroy.
Okay, Kilroy's gone over to this trough of chud, like guts of things that they've prepared for him. You can see two Makai warriors kind of going away. Kilroy looks at the two of them. He goes over and then he wheels around and looks at you and just kind of snorts at you. And then turns around and just starts digging into this trough that there was left, trough of guts. And
Okay, Uker's watching the big thing and getting in there and just trying to
okay.
watch the thing eat.
Yeah, it's just gulping it down. It's got a big tongue, little tiny arms. But yeah, this guy basically has a chain shirt with strategic plates for Kilroy. He's got a saddle.
Oh, look at that, Your Honor.
The thing
She's trying to
stops
learn
and looks at
table
you.
manners.
Give me a sense motive, Uker.
Yes, I will roll my sense motive. 16.
It might be smart.
Like a paladin.
It growls like when you get too close, but it's now stopping eating and it's looking at you. Its eyes are the side of its head, which is handy.
Oh, alright, I've got a few more hours of wind walking. I'm going to do some scouting.
All right.
They're what? Oh my goodness. They're going to sacrifice themselves to King Mogaru? How did you ever convince them to do that? They're a strange-looking sort. Oh, they came through the song gate. I see.
Midwick, by the way, has clothing from Dvergholm.
Okay.
Greetings, Mr. de Grey, was it?
Ah, you must be the sprite. We don't get many elves out here, he says. Lance, Little-Tooth de Grey. Excellent meeting you. What brings you out here to Terra Perch?
Donovan Delahan. Well, something has driven King Mogaru mad, and we need to retrieve it. We don't know whether or not King Mogaru will part with it, peaceably.
Mogaru? Taking something? That doesn't sound like him. These kaiju are forces of nature. There's, well...
As we understand it, he ate someone.
Good old
wielding
Kilroy over there is probably smarter than the kaiju. Although every once in a while they can be manipulated.
Yes. Well, there is a God's War coming. It is challenging, to say the least.
God's War?
Yes, Ragnarok, End of Days, the Apocalypse.
Oh, all that. Yes. Well, I let the rest of the higher-ups in the Imperium deal with all that. I've got plenty of things to do around here. Plenty of things to explore.
Of course.
Is there a God's War going on here?
Yes.
Makai shrugs. He doesn't know anything about that.
The lack of rain. On other worlds, spring never came. Same concept.
Interesting.
All across the Imperium and other worlds, winter has not ceased.
Are you the sprite? He actually walks by Donovan. Are you the sprite that is going to take Makai to the town?
Right. We are, yeah. Yes.
Donovan, you get a sense from this guy that it's whatever goes into his mind is the most important thing.
I kind of want to dominate him. And then make him stand on one foot. For a while.
Yeah, we're gonna go and get some...
And yeah, he's gone native, but he still has some things on him that are Imperium. You don't see any guns, though.
Oh, interesting.
No, guns are an inferior technology that shouldn't be here. Sorry.
His accent's not quite the accent you expected from the Imperium either.
Yeah. How strong is it?
It's very
Yelling from
strong.
across.
I would stay away from it while it eats.
It doesn't look so strong. Tiny little arm.
Iker, stop trying to push everything
It's
over.
not as... You should tell your friend before Kilroy makes a lunch of him that it's not his arm muscles that he should be warned about. It's his jaws.
Uka would eat that thing.
You speak ancient. Well, you've got the look of an ancient, sort of. Is he ancient?
I'm older than
No,
he
I'm not
is.
that old.
But yes, he's of the giant race.
Okay. This guy seems to be comfortable around the chieftain. He sits down cross-legged at the table where the food is. He starts picking at it. He holds it in his hand. There's a young lad that comes over and gives him something to drink. He's neat in a certain way, which Azildan, I guess, didn't catch because he's off exploring. Windwalking? There's Azildan and this guy windwalking away. I'll get to you in a minute.
Of course, he's only windwalking and not doing anything nefarious.
Thing at all.
If you'd like. I have some business in town. I could leave the chieftain here and go on your behalf. My word is well respected in these parts. The Mackay are a varied people. Some of them came through the gate long ago before the Imperium ever came here. It's a pity that, well, some Imperium folk don't listen to them. At least not listen to them well enough. They sure like the walls that the Mackay built.
Right.
The
Sure.
walls aren't big enough.
They're not that. Yeah, they're not that really that effective.
Just
It's
being yelled in
very
from across the
interesting
room.
that you seem to understand ancient. We could speak in ancient if you want. It's not very well used. I haven't seen anything quite gargantuan here that walks on two legs that looks like a man. However, their
Oh.
bones are found all over the place.
Lummy can take care of that.
I've gone into a few of their old temples, he says up to Altagar. Not much left.
Well, maybe when
Well-
we're done what we gotta do, I'll come have a look sometime, but we have more pressing issues.
Although, there are lizard people that live up there. Like, I mean way in the backwaters of Immensa. I'd very much like to spend some time with them, but they do have stories of giant lizard men. I mean bigger than you, Altagar.
Donovan is going to cast an arcane sight.
Okay.
I punch him!
Tell me what he is. Alright, he...
Does this man cast spells with his really high-level animal companion?
Yes.
All right. Divine, I'm assuming,
Yep.
and thirds, fourths.
4th level.
All right. That's significant. Does he have a? To which god do you call it?
What would be a good mix with Ranger if he was Gestalt?
Rogue. Rogue is good with Ranger.
So
Fighter is good
basically,
with Ranger.
he fights with a lance. He charges on his...
Fighter.
Cavalier.
Yeah, Cavalier would be awesome.
Yeah,
What else?
he's Imperial and he's got a bit of stuff to... Do you have to be lawful for Cavalier?
Nope. I don't think
nope.
so.
Well, here I will confirm quickly, but Cavalier is alignment any.
Okay, so we can work with that. 4th level Divine is what you're picking up from the Arcane.
Okay. To what god do you call out? Let's get.
Well, aren't you very forward? We haven't even all exchanged names yet.
Sorry, Donovan.
Do you try
Delahan.
to go in for the kiss before you've had your dance first?
On occasion.
Oh, How did that work out for you?
Everything works out wonderfully.
Oh, I see. Congratulations, he says. Glass, takes a drink. He doesn't answer you. He doesn't want to.
Nope, he doesn't have to, but the Imperium had a meet of druids on Nalbrin.
Imperium druids. More like gardeners, he says.
Yes, they're slaves.
He doesn't agree with that exactly, but... You realize
Best way
I'm
to
an
use Imperium
Imperium...
motive skill is to poke buttons.
You realize I'm an Imperium officer?
Yes. I was earlier today. It was lovely.
Oh, I see.
Oh, everything to do with rank. 3 drinks.
Well, yes. I suppose rank is important.
You behave differently than the other Imperials we've met.
Oh, yes. I was never one for marching in straight lines. We've been on Immensa for so long, and yet we've conquered so little of it. Why? I ask myself, why?
'Cause it's full of monsters.
Yes, it's full of creatures that will eat you. But in other words, there were things that ate us, that we simply burned, and if you read the right history books, burned and attacked and slashed. But yet there is a strange respect that the Imperium showed for Immensa. It is a much more hands-off policy. I very much appreciate a hands-off mission. I could very much go back to Immensa and achieve higher ranks than that of Major, but I like it out here. This place is called to me. Besides, I haven't yet been able to convince any of my fellow officers to try to ride some of these thunderbeasts into battle.
You need to be more convincing.
I really hope you don't get any of them to do that.
Yes, they're going to do it all wrong, of course. They're going to want to line them all up.
Donovan is bluffing at the horrific thought of a Triceratops or a Brontosaurus with like a massive gunnery platform on top. It's basically an AT-AT.
We did pull it off in another campaign.
Dude, if you think that's frightening, it's the Merilith with 6 pistols you should be worried about.
No. It is the Illithid army with advanced guns, or the Titan with 100 arms with guns.
Oh god.
Cluster shots. Boom. Do you have DR? No.
It's got cluster
Dead.
shots. Yep.
Oh, with cluster shots.
1 feet. Or it's a feet chain, but you know.
Well, what I've got is
When you're a Titan, meh.
Retraining's the thing.
what we need to do is be far enough away from it when it attacks actually to hit regular AC, and then 1 in 20 will miss.
So, when are you headed back to the town?
We can go now if you'd like.
Oh, excellent. I wouldn't mind going.
You don't need to bring your animal.
No,
We'll just go and come back.
such creatures with the long teeth aren't allowed in the town. Imperial
Right.
rules, of course.
Can I push this thing?
Guys, we're just gonna teleport and come back.
It wanders over to a pen and kind of sits outside the pen.
Like, does it play? Hey, do you play?
Uka, leave it alone for crying out loud.
It's like the dog doesn't want to be played with. It actually lies down for a bit. Give me a moment. He goes over and he pats and he talks to it. Don't
What'd you
bite
say
these
to it?
people over here.
Okay, perfect.
This one seems to be awfully curious about you, Gilroy. He doesn't know that you're the king, however. That's it. Just rest here. Never the many mind.
Want to know how far I can kick the dinosaur? I want to kick a T-Rex.
Azildan, how far out are you going? Which is neat because you're not going like left or right on the map. You're heading kind of away.
Yeah, away from
away.
My token should be getting smaller.
Right. Oh yeah, these clouds are not. It's like there is a ring of cloud cover around the top of the mountain, and there are great what look like firestorms that have kicked up and giving off a lot of smoke. And you can see bones jutting out of the ground of some of these great beasts that have died, perhaps of died of thirst, dehydration.
Okay. He's looking around for footprints or
Okay.
something this big should leave.
Yeah, the firestorm smoke is big enough to hide half the mountain, let alone like something that's a couple hundred feet tall. Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
From its base is 19,000 feet.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, 16,000 feet from its base. So this mountain is, I don't know, 18,000 feet from its base.
Sorry, what's this value?
From there to there is 18,000 feet.
We should climb it as a team-building exercise without using magic. That's what Uka thinks.
I disagree.
Okay, so Azildan, are you
And I
flying
think you're,
towards it? You can fly
Yeah,
at,
he'll
what,
fly
60 miles an hour?
yeah.
So you could probably reach the firestorm area in an hour.
He'll try to reach the firestorm area in an hour then. Yeah.
How much?
Wait,
how many hours do you
24
have
miles? No, you could reach it in half an hour.
Half hour, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Azildan goes flying into the. There's been at least a half hour of talking since you've left. So Azildan, give me a perception check as you're entering this burned area.
left? Roll initiative.
51.
Wow. Oh, that's right. Upgrades and items and all that jazz.
And all that jazz.
You do see that there's fire and smoke coming out of the top of the mountain, also adding to perhaps the cloud cover near the top. But once inside the fiery area, there are strange tracts of burned jungle radiating out in squares and geometric patterns from this giant mountain base. Whatever has been doing this has been doing it for a while, as some of the older tracks have burned out and even small green shoots of grass are growing from them. You can see where the destruction seems to have been originated, and then maybe it's caught on to some of the surrounding areas, but it looks like somebody is like really, really harshly with intense fiery magic or energy has been burning like interlocking triangles and squares in the odd circle, creating this band that is slowly radiating around the mountain, and it looks like it's gone all the way around the mountain and is kind of like starting to double up.
Okay.
You, inside the smoke, hear this horrible, horrible sound. You can cue up sounds of Godzilla if you'd like.
Yeah.
Right, this honking noise that's really loud, and you can hear it moving. In the smoke ahead, you can see what looks like shooting beams of fiery light, kind of just smoking,
no.
just smoking, and like turning the ground into an inferno.
Are we talking like 100-point beams, 150-point beams, 60-point beams?
Well, the thing is,
Let's
is
let
200 feet tall.
Azildan have a spellcraft check or a knowledge arcana.
Come on, Nazi, you could do this.
Use that 1 point.
Use
No, he
that
can't.
mind of yours.
No, he can't. He
Well,
can't
if-
do this. Even if he spends a mythic point, he won't be able to do this.
It's like 50 feet.
21.
Look at that.
Okay. This thing seems to have a cone that is sort of going out maybe 400 or 500 feet of
Nice
flames.
cone. Big.
And it's doing.
That's far.
It's about, with a 21, twice as hot as a fireball.
Okie doke. Can
Maybe
I
3
ask-
times, you're not sure. It's like.
Can I? Yeah.
No.
Boom shakalaka.
Sorry, we're gonna abandon this blue compass thing.
Can I estimate how far away it is with any degree of accuracy?
Yeah, you are
Or-
about 1,000 feet away from it at this point. Like, you are
Okay.
tremendously close. You're near a burned out tree, maybe a few hundred feet off the ground. Like, you're maybe too close. It's hard to tell
Yeah,
because it's like smoke, but you saw it
Yeah.
because of the flamethrower, the massive flamethrower that kind of stretched through the countryside.
Wow.
Nazi's gonna
We don't need Uka for this.
Okay. Azzy is going to fly another good 500 feet away.
Okay, back or up?
Back.
Okay,
And then he's going to land.
okay. There are 2 pinpoints of reddish light looking at you. You realize that it's
Oh,
about
my.
150 feet off the ground, and it's looking towards you.
Oh, is it now?
Yep.
Okay. Azildan's going to cast Fly.
Okay.
Protection from fire.
Okay. It's starting to march towards you.
Okay, Azildan's going to start to fly up and away. And he's going to draw his bow.
Okay. It, within a couple of rounds of moving, close several hundred feet of distance.
in a couple rounds.
Yep.
All right. Azildan is going to take a standard action to use pinpoint targeting on the thing.
Okay. You can tell it's moving towards you.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
All right.
You're about 600 feet away from it.
I'm curious to see what's going to happen here.
Teleport!
How far?
You're about 600 feet away at this point.
GTFO.
Plus.
Well, it's one of those things of like this stratagem.
He gets a
Have ways-
15 after rolling a 4.
23.
Okay. It won't spend any mythic points on its initiative.
Okay.
This is Marty being nice.
No, it can't win, but just being,
No, this is Marty being nice by telling us mythic.
well, this is technically an attack on it.
And
It
you
is-
could just see its silhouette. So let me
Yeah.
let me grab something for it. We'll
Wow,
use,
sir.
we'll use this.
I must say, you have big cojones.
Yeah, they're
Like
about to get
size
bit
of-
off me.
If I told you, if you were a guy with a bow, limitless range, and could attack things from thousands of feet away, and you said there's a big dumb thing that doesn't fly,
And what did your standard action do? Like that thing that you did? What was it?
Just allows me to hit it and ignore any armor or natural armor.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
its AC becomes.
So this is King
irrelevant.
Mogaru. King
So
Standard
using
action, you
his-
make a single ranged attack. The target does not get armor, natural armor, or shield bonuses to its armor class. You do not gain the benefit of this feat if you move this round.
Mogaru. Mogaru. Alright. There's King Mogaru.
Okay.
Wow, you really... Oh, it looks like we just head straight
Gotta
for the
double
boss in
check
every
something.
camping.
And then you're up in the air relative to it, about
Yeah,
600
I gotta
feet
double
away.
check. Right, so
About 30 feet away.
This looks like a job for mailing
Oh, AC 42.
against its unarmored AC.
Yeah. Okay. No natural armor or shield.
So the natural
don't
armor
expect.
does not apply?
Does not apply.
It's wearing full plate.
Oh, its touch AC is 9.
Okie doke.
Ah,
Now the big question is,
Can you
do I
damage?
do damage? Yeah.
Mogaru.
If I have to fight Mogaru first thing in the morning because you pissed it off, oh my god.
You fire an arrow into the mist.
Oh, wrong one.
So its concealment doesn't apply?
Is it total concealment?
No.
Oh, then I will spend 2 key points to ignore concealment.
Okay.
23 points of damage.
Okay, is this an epic source?
No, it's not.
Okay, your arrow just seems to bounce off of it.
Okay, well now it is time to get the fuck out of here.
Okay, you start flying
what the
away.
hell is epic?
Mogaru,
We have nothing
Mogaru is
epic.
going to use his fire bolts. He has you fly away at 60. You're about 600, 700 feet away.
He can't actually fly that round. He has to.
Yeah, I have to wait till
Oh,
next
okay.
round.
He has to wait to take.
So you're
it.
about 600-700 feet away. There's this intense fire beam that is now coming out of its 2 eyes towards you. The range of this thing is you're within range.
And that's how come you don't use the other plan.
And it's going to make a ranged touch attack against Azildan.
Oh, your touch AC is good.
My touch you say is good. I'm sure it's got a pretty good base attack bonus though.
You know, drinking Pepsi out of a wine or
Gets
brandy
54
sifter.
with
Yes.
its touch attack.
That'll do it, yeah.
It does not see through the mist, though, easily, so there's a 20% miss chance because of its own fire. It doesn't miss.
What was the potion that you took?
The bolt does 84 points of fire damage.
And there is no. Okay, well, that
It's a
takes
touch
off
attack,
my
so no save.
protection from fire.
Yeah, so
So-
that...
Just burns up a bunch of temporary hit points.
Oh, right. Okay. We'll spend a mythic point next time.
Teleport. Not here.
And then it closes in, I don't know, about 100 feet of distance, so you're now 500-600 feet away from it.
Okay. I fly away
Okay, you're flying
at a run.
at a
speed.
run. So
Yeah.
we'll say you're 550 feet away. You flying run at 60, which is 240. That's
780.
780. You're still within range of its ray, so it attacks you again. You're running, so you're denied your dex.
I don't think that's really relevant.
46
Touched.
It is not.
for 75 points of fire damage.
This time I'm going to spend a mythic point and teleport 30 feet away. Yes.
Teleport.
Mirror dodge.
Oh, to not get hit. Good call.
Okay. Is it teleport or is it something else?
It's teleport.
I think you
It's
have
a
to be
teleportation effect.
Yeah. Let's look at teleport. I think you have to be on the ground to teleport.
Yeah, you have to teleport to the ground somewhere.
You were high. How high up?
At least 60 feet.
And teleport to any open square within 30 feet of your current position. You take no damage from the attack.
Are there any trees tall enough that he can reach?
Yeah, you can't teleport on into the air. Does it actually say teleport?
It says
Yeah.
you create. It's the mythic stuff, so it's not written well, but it says teleport to any open square. It doesn't actually say this duplicates a teleportation effect.
Got it.
but
Okay,
says
so that's fine. You're able to mirror dodge away. You absorb. You don't get hit. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Now it's your turn.
fly away faster.
Okay, and then it moves 100 feet, so that 750 feet turns into 650 feet. You
At
fly...
780 feet becomes 820 feet becomes 720 feet.
Right, okay.
Because he went 30 feet extra for getting shot in the ass.
Yep. So then Mogaru fires at you again because you're within range.
Okie doke.
AC 53.
Yeah, you just shot 1,000 feet away.
And I mirror dodge again.
Okay. He moves another 100 feet forward.
He's now over 1,000 feet away.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna land
Okay.
and try to teleport to the village.
Got it.
Doesn't really matter where you go as long as it's not here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Give
Yeah.
me a percentile. So Zildan's like, what the fuck? as these angry reddish beams are coming out of the smoke as Mogaru is coming towards you.
51.
Yeah, you teleport back to the village. Azildan's steaming a little bit as he appears in the middle of the village.
I knew it. I frickin' knew it. What were you doing?
Well, I was scouting.
That's not scouting. That's smoking.
He's very perceptive.
All right, tell me you learned something, right? You all right?
Well,
Are you, how damaged are you? You're
None.
not damaged at all.
A bit of pride, maybe.
Oh, you
Zildan
survived.
has no pride. Who are you kidding?
Got it.
You survived an attack from this thing, so
So, it's got these eye beams of fire that it's really good at shooting.
That would explain
Cause
part
any
of the
trouble.
problem.
And, yeah, all the time, like no breaks in between, like a dragon's breath. Like, all the time. Lots of
Right.
fire.
How hot are we talking?
Like a fireball, but like twice as hot as that.
That's
Wait, good chap. You just saw Mogaru?
Oh, you big chap, about 150 feet tall, shoots fire from his eyes. Yeah, I did.
big lizard, 200 feet tall, leads from his eyes. Yeah, I met him.
Well, aren't you a brave soul? And he scoops up one of the drinks and puts it in your hand. I would definitely like to cheers someone who is willing to look Mogaru straight in the face, laugh in danger, and then run away.
Cheers. Because Azildan can use a drink right now.
What drives you to this madness, my good friends? The chieftain and the elders spoke that you wanted to headlong sacrifice yourselves. You mentioned an artifact. Is this something that I should be concerned about? So he takes a drink.
We did mention War of the Gods, End of Times,
Oh, yes.
Ragnarok.
Above my pay grade, he says.
Yeah.
That case, don't worry about
Maybe
it.
the undying emperor will actually wake up and solve some problems for once.
Azildan like flies up a bit to see if you can see like if Mogaru's on his way. Or...
No, but you thought you saw a couple of reddish flashes in the distance? And then maybe,
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on
maybe a rumbling from the heavens, like Mogaru yelling, and it echoes off the clouds. This is like miles and miles away. This is like 30 miles away, but
Yeah.
It's noticeable. People are like, "Oh, is that Mogaru?" There are some people looking.
So, yeah. My arrows, just so you know, don't do bugger all.
Why?
Well, what do you mean, bugger all?
I mean, they bounce right off. I mean, I hit the soft spot. Did nothing.
Alright.
It's an interesting way of
Randomly is here. How you doing?
Yeah, randomly, how's it
Ken,
going? Kenny's talking about how he's doing casting
sketches
methods
in his
for
book.
his low magic campaign. That's an interesting way. Slowing down magic might be an interesting way. There were rituals in the... What was the game we played at Kevin's place? Remember when his wife was cheating with the rolls?
That was
Midnight?
Midnight.
Midnight. You should look at the 3rd edition Midnight rules for spellcasting. They kind of turn them into rituals, and then you see this a little bit cropping up in 5th ed. But I thought that was an interesting way to treat magic.
I
might be able to
like
get
how
some...
it was in D20 Modern. D20 Modern.
D20 Modern also, too. So there's a couple of sources you might want to have a look at if you're looking for ideas on how to do magic in a not-so-big, normal Vancian way.
Level
So
6 spells.
we
Very
need-
powerful.
We really do need a better weapon to hurt it.
Shut.
Did you see
He's
if...
trying to get swallowed to get the item.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Laugh.
Did you check to see if he had your thing?
Yeah, you know what? Didn't ask. Was not in a talking mood. Besides, Donovan's our resident diplomat. Maybe you can ask.
The elders look really concerned. The chieftain comes up to Lemmy. Little sprite, did he just go and face Mogaru?
Sounds like it, yeah.
We trust you. If you return the limbs to my warriors, but you cannot stay here and peck at the side of the great beast Mogaru. You'll lead him to here.
You hear that, Azzy? Get the frick out.
No, all of you. You must go, is what he says.
Oh, shit.
We will
Alright.
give you, he actually stops you. He says, we'll give you the paste. When the two things are combined, it is like a musk. Mogaru, in all these aeons, has never had a mate.
Ooh.
Donovan, or Uker, that's you, LT.
While this is not the musk of a female of his species, he says, this is the next thing that Mogaru might want to do, which is to prove himself in mighty combat against another kaiju.
Which one of our fine warriors wishes to be the mighty kaiju?
When you take these two, and they're actually like digging it out of some spell-locked chest and kind of reverently bringing it over, and they're careful. Two
Midwig's
different
getting his
guys are
pistols.
carrying the paste. When you mix one without the other, it will become potent. Smear it upon the thing or the item that you wish destroyed by Mogaru. And I trust that you will do this far from our village. Like, he's looking at people that are teleporting in and out of his village, realizing he's not in any power, like he does not have power over the situation anymore. But you must go. Mogaru saw you, he says, in ancient to or giant to Azildan.
Azildan looks at him confused. Huh?
He's not a worldly traveler. Did it see you?
Oh yeah, he saw me.
It saw him.
You have done what very few are willing to do. You engaged with Mogaru. He says his Azildan still, his magic still steaming.
Yeah, he's an angry king, that one.
We are going to need your arrows to actually harm it as opposed to bouncing off.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Well, it's going to happen. We just need to find the right bow. Maybe Uka's people's magic bow is the right bow for that. What about my bow? That's my bow.
He gives Donovan one of the halves of the paste, and he gives Lemio the other half. You get the sense that this paste has been used before. It's kind of like a flat.
Got the little finger grooves?
Yeah, it's got little flat finger grooves. It's a little flat case with finger grooves in the paste, and you notice that there's only a little bit left on either side. Probably enough for the one application.
Now, we have a couple of highly skilled alchemists.
Actually, a very skilled alchemist.
Okay, so they give you this, but they're also telling you
Yep.
get the fuck out
Get
of
the
here.
fuck out.
All right. Well, let me keep
Are
this
you
bargain.
going back to the town? It would take Mogaru quite a bit of time to go all the way from Mount Mog and back to the Sprite Village, he says,
Just-
with a smile on his face, thinking that
it'll-
he's...
I'm gonna teleport. So just come over.
Well, are we going to teleport or are we just going to plane shift?
We can't. Well, I promised I'd help them, right?
Yes, I suppose. Yeah, teleport, of course. Plane shift afterwards.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'll bring them here. I'll heal. I'll be able to heal a few of them. I'll get you home, and I'll have to come back to heal the rest.
Might I come
It'll take
with
me
you?
2 hours to heal them. I need you to come with me so that they believe who I am
Oh, yes.
and what I'm saying.
Thank you, little sprite.
Unfortunately, I'm going to be a bird, so don't worry about that.
Of course. I've seen
Just
such
wait for me a
tricks
few minutes,
before.
all right? I'll turn into diminutive little
As you can tell,
bat.
I've rewatched
You watched Florence of
Lawrence
Arabia
of Arabia
recently?
recently.
Yeah. I'll turn
Obviously.
into a little diminutive little bat and hop in his pocket. All right, you
I know
ready?
you're supposed to like identify with Lawrence. I never did in that movie. I was always like, he's
He
a
reminds
D-man.
me of an adventurer who goes in with a bunch of assumptions, does the thing to do the thing, and then every time he goes away, goes, I don't know if I should be doing this, gets pumped up again by weird. Yeah, it's a really neat movie to go back and watch after you haven't watched it in years.
Actually, I haven't watched it for a
Was
while.
there a spot we can? So actually, we'll teleport to just like an area outside the gate.
Okay.
Walk in.
Wait, your veils are no longer up, right?
Yeah, the
I'm a
veil's down.
bat. I'm only it's me and him going.
Oh, okay.
No, we all have to get out of here.
I'm coming
the Mackay
back.
chieftain Tech is kicking you out of his village because Azildan went and smacked Mogaru in the face and ran away.
All right, fine. We all teleport. How many
So,
are we? 1, 2, 3,
That's
4,
the
5.
thing. So Donovan can teleport at caster level 16 by default, and he can pump it up to 18, which means he can take himself and 6 others.
There you go.
Altagar counting as 2, 3, 4,
1,
5,
2, 3, 4,
6.
5.
You can take the party aside from Lemmy and.
Alright, so then I don't need to spend a mythic point, I can just spend a spell, and we kick Midwick out of the band.
Okay.
You suck.
Midway
before
gets his
that-
guns.
Yeah, there we
Before
go.
that-
Midway goes back and gets his guns from the. You guys are all now clustered.
I
near the
said
edge
that
of
a
the
while
village.
ago, but I didn't hear a
Yeah.
response. I'm like,
Yep.
Midway gets his guns.
Donovan is going to turn the party into Mackay this time.
Okay. Just all with weird tribal tattoos and.
Oh, we're going to look. We look like a tribe that's different than the other tribes, but still a tribe.
Lokrik mentions to Azildan, "That was very brave of you. Go ahead alone like that."
Yeah, it ended up not being as bright as I hoped it'd be.
No, very bright. We need to get better bow. Maybe I let you borrow a magic bow, iron bow. But
Did
first,
you happen
maybe.
to sense where it was?
Sense where you could see it. It's
No.
150 feet tall.
Your thing, and he points at where he. I guess you store the fragment of the black stick. Where in like one of your quivers or?
Yeah, oh no,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, it's a vision
Yeah.
quiver.
Yeah, Lokrik just taps the quiver. Did you sense where it was?
Not exactly. I was kind of trying to dodge fire unsuccessfully. No, it's really hot.
Don't worry.
You should use your mirror image thing you do. You're going to appreciate that a lot.
Lokrik nods. Can
Yes.
can Uker create? Is mirror image a alchemist thing?
No, it is not.
Oh.
It would be a highly useful thing for alchemists to know, but they do not know it.
They get enough between bombs, mutagens, and...
Well, we also have a ring. Like, if somebody wants a really crappy mirror image spell, we have the ring with spell storing in it. Donovan will turn us into Makai warriors.
Okay.
We're gonna make I don't know, a random variety of look like a tribe.